We are back to you 2 days after Comic Con, and we're interviewing Korn, who himself is a young thespian.
I'm not a thespian, dude.
Korn,
I've
the
never
thespian.
been a thespian.
You married a thespian, though,
Yeah,
right?
I married a thespian.
Is she a card-holding thespian, or whatever? Do they hold cards, or
I think
is
so.
it?
They're part of that club.
Oh, wow. Is there like do they have like any hazing in that thing that like they
I don't
stab
know,
you
man.
with the pin?
I don't
You know,
know.
like in the Marines. You know what I mean? You're not a thespian.
I'm sure-
We must whip you with a fucking cloak of Gandalf or something. You know what I mean?
The cloak of Gandalf.
Oh shit, they wear the cloak.
You are confusing role-playing game types with thespian types. There's some bleed over with the two populations, but they're not necessarily the same people.
UFO guy was not a stage guy. Was he?
No.
Heaven
Not in the
forbid.
slightest.
Did he like stage?
He liked musical theater. He
Oh, shut
Yeah,
the
he could
fuck.
watch that shit. But
Shut the
I mean, he wasn't
fuck up.
he wasn't the type to get up and sing songs or shit. But you know, I mean, I like some musical theater. I'll watch it.
Which one do you like? I thought we discussed it like 3 episodes
Like I
back.
said, Hair. I like
Oh, that's a Jesus Christ Superstar.
Jesus Christ Superstar. I like. Chicago was okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a Cats person. I don't care for
Angela
Phantom
Weber.
of the Opera.
Yeah, no. Hey, watch out. You're
I
still
don't
kidding.
care for Madame
Kidding.
Butterfly.
Your son would like that shit, though.
Probably, yeah.
The
The old-
Puccini shit.
The older one, yeah, he likes that shit. I mean, I took him to the opera that one time, and he was up there, you know, cheering on the
You know, next time you do
chorus
that,
and stuff.
stop off at Trader Joe's, give me some of that cookie butter, and get him a bouquet of roses so he can throw it on stage. You know what I mean, right? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Bravo,
be
bravo.
the overly active fan.
Get him some of those the binoculars on the stick. You know, they hold it like that, and it's like those binoculars right there.
Yeah.
Daddy, would you look there to
Daddy.
look at the third act via my binoculars? We could have family time.
We shouldn't make fun of that kid.
You know, it's like you're kind of living the Frasier thing. Remember how, you know, the thing about Frasier.
I'm a little more blue collar than my kids, and my kids have a little more
Yeah.
white collar experiences and stuff.
Remember because the
Yeah.
dad was some blue collar guy, like drinking beer, and there's guys with pour fucking sherry or port and
Yeah.
get
Well, I
custom
wouldn't say that
suits.
my kids are snooty, but I mean they're a little bit more highbrow than I was when I was a kid. You know, but I think that's more of a function of the parental environment. You know, I mean my parents have never been big on that kind of crap.
I mean, I know some snooty people. They're all right, but you kind of like, oh god, you
Yeah.
gonna name that again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if your kids became snooty,
I'd bitch slap them.
okay, so it's one of those things.
Come on, dude. No. I don't care how much education you have or who you think you are or what you do for a living. You got to remember where you come from and who your people are. You know.
You could ask them a question later on, like in Blue Velvet. What kind of beer you like?
Yeah, exactly.
Heineken.
Fuck that shit.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Exactly. No, man. Look, I am a Mexican immigrant, and you know, I'm not highbrow. I came to this country when I was 10 years old. You know, it's that's
Speaking
who
of
we
which,
are.
Korn, let's move this into a Comic-Con / political thing.
Uh-huh.
This goes into the thing about this supposed wall. And from what I've heard, it's not this real wall that
I don't
homie
see why
wants to
people
make.
are making such a big deal about the wall.
Well, here's what I think what's going on, what I've heard that Trump wants to do. He wants to, like, bring back jobs to America. And from what I've heard, you know, I've talked about it. I've worked with foreign countries manufacturing. What they were saying, I watched this or read this article about someone who is engineer or something like that with foreign companies. He said, let me tell you, the cost savings that you have over China, whatever, Mexico, blah, 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 we can shift those jobs back to America because of all the shit we basically getting there. move it back and not skip a beat money wise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've heard that before, right? Because of the quality, and America would make it better.
You realize it's all just happy talk, right?
He was being
No, it's all happy talk, dude.
well, it's all happy talk.
Presidents can't tell companies where to manufacture and where not to manufacture. That's their business.
Well,
They make
isn't there
those
just like this thing that Trump wants to, or someone was saying that say, hey, we don't care where your money is. We have this one time, bring it back to America, tax free.
Why would you bring it to America?
Well, they want the money back.
Okay, but say your Apple computer, right? A certain percentage of your money is made in the United States, but a certain percentage is made overseas. Why should they bring that money here? What incentive do they have?
Make America great again.
Blah, blah, blah. It's all horseshit, dude. Look, presidents can't tell companies where to do business. Okay, it's all bullshit. As far as the wall is concerned, there's no difference between what the Orange Oompa Loompa is talking about and what George Bush and his cronies were talking about back when they were talking about building the fence. Or have we forgotten about the fence? The border fence that never got built. That fucking every Republican and their granny was talking about back in the fucking, 2000s. But now, oh my God, the world's coming to an end because another idiot, racist wants to build a wall instead of a fence this time. Tell you what, let's build a fence, a wall, and a moat, and fill it with sharks. Okay? Because you and I both know that's never going to happen. It's just talk, and it's talk to make stupid hillbillies get all held up about this shit and go, yeah, that's what we need. It's never going to get built.
Did you hear this one too? Obama's brother is going towards the other.
You know what I find interesting?
That
is
was kinda shocking.
How often the idea of some president's brother or half brother is always some fuck up.
Did you fuck up?
No, but think about it. Jimmy Carter's brother was supposedly a fuck up. Bill Clinton's brother was supposedly a fuck up. I find it interesting how there's always some presidential sibling that's kind of a black sheep fuck up type. You know, I really don't care who he votes for or doesn't vote for. It's like I don't care who other people vote for. I know who I'm voting for, and that's all that really matters to me. You know?
Which way is it? Who's that third guy running now?
Well, I'm voting for Jill Stein. I'm going to vote green.
And who's that one dude that a lot of people are voicing in Facebook? Some dude.
Some dude, Gary Johnson.
That's the one.
Yeah, he's a libertarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Republican light. If I want Republican light, I'll just vote for Hillary Clinton.
Really?
Yeah, she's Republican light. You know, there's no real difference between Hillary Clinton and the mainline Republican Party platform 10 years ago. It's the same shit.
You know, we always have these decisions to make about voting. In a small sense, our little show here. What should we name this series of videos that we're doing today, Corn? We're at 195. We talked about Comic-Con. We've talked about...
Are we talking about keywords for to tag in this video?
Yeah, you know, because we owe it to them if people are paying money for this shit, so...
People aren't paying money.
They're paying money, bro. They're paying money. Let's...
Well, we can say Comic-Con, Trump's Wall, Lena Dunham.
The chick with the posing of that, you know. Does she do XXX or just this kind of like X
No.
bullshit?
This is all coming off of HBO, some HBO series she did called Girls.
I heard about it now that I think about it.
I find it about as entertaining as NASCAR racing.
Corn, appease
And
me.
I don't like NASCAR.
We're going to stop here, but bring up that video so I can look at it and I can comment in our next third video. We'll be right back to you after our messages and after you look at our banners and flags and whatever.
Click on some of that shit.
Some of that ad banners that we're going for monetization. Monetization.
Go rub one out.
And go rub one out. Hey, my gosh, we get $500,000 from fucking YouPorn and shit.
Go back to YouPorn.